Hello, everyone. So, my name is Sonia, and I am here to give you a bit of information on how I make my suppositories, vaginal suppositories. Get this up out the way. How I make my vaginal suppositories. The ingredients I use is coconut oil, organic, unrefined coconut oil. I had to melt a little bit, so because it was in raw form. I buy it in raw form. Also, we're going to use boric acid. Boric acid, you want to make sure it's farmer grade. So you're not going to go get the boric acid that's at Home Depot, Walmart, or that they use to kill pesticides or rodents or whatever it's kind of used for. You're going to get the farmer grade. And I'll leave the link of where I purchased mine from and the actual vendor that I get mine from. So, boric acid, it helps to get rid of a lot of the like yeast infections, BV, recurrent problems that you have down there. It's different. This right here is the bomb. I know back in the days women used to douche, and that caused a lot of problems. Or after your menstrual cycle, you want to, just refreshing or whatever, you like to douche or do other little remedies. But I find that using this, you don't get recurrent things that, okay, like going to the doctor a lot. You might be taking different medications, and the medications may cause frequent yeast infections or BV or other types of prone things that you can catch down there. So what you want to do, what I do is maybe once a month after my period, I just take one, and it prevents from anything. It just keeps an overall healthy vagina down there. But if you do have like a yeast infection or something like that, I say if you use them, you want to use the suppositories about like maybe I would say 3 to 5 days. If it's a really bad yeast infections, maybe you can go to the 6 and 7 day, but usually it clears it right up. No symptoms, no spreading. It usually clears it right up. So you want to try this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly show you how I make my personal suppositories. Now, I used to sell them. I used to have them for sale, which was the Healthy Kitty. The reason I am discontinuing it is because shipping and the storing, the shipping and packaging of the suppositories, because they have to stay refrigerated. They have to stay really cool. And one thing about using the coconut oil is they freeze like in minutes, like a minute, 2 minutes. They're frozen. So the only thing that the coconut does is acts as a coater for the boric acid, so it inserts in easily without any discomfort. Now, you can also make, those of you that are allergic to coconuts or nuts or oils, or I mean not oils, any type of nut allergen or something like that, it'll be better to use the capsules. And you want to use veggie capsules because they dissolve in the vagina. So you want to make sure your capsules dissolve very easily, going through the vagina, not orally. I'm sorry. So with these, they are veggie, so they can be inserted through the vagina. So only thing you're gonna do with the capsules is just insert the powder. I don't have the little spoon. Usually it has a little spoon. Hold on. That you fill. Usually it has the little spoon to fill in the actual capsules. And this size is 00. So you want to make sure you have that size right, 00. And this size you can use about 2. What else? What else? Okay. So let me open this up so y'all can see how it actually looks. Let me get a container just a second. Okay, so I've already washed out and cleaned, just so you know. I'm not going to use a lot because I don't need to make any more, but I'm going to just make enough for purposes of this video. Okay, so like I said, the actual medicine itself will be the boric acid, and the coconut also has properties that helps with the healing of the vagina area. However, the main ingredients that helps cure vaginal infections or whatever would be the boric acid. So some people use silicone trays. Now, I was advised to get this bullet one. If I would have known back then that how it feels to put in a bullet suppository, I would have never got it. So they do have silicone trays that are suppository templates. So I would not recommend the bullets. You see how pointy that tip is? Baby, it wasn't nice. So I would suggest you just go ahead and buy the suppository template silicone tray. And what you can do with these is, if you have a hard time filling suppository trays and sealing them, I sealed these with my with a pair of old flat irons. I filled them up and then I sealed them shut, and then I stuck them in my freezer. So yeah, I also bake them for like people locally, like people I know or whatever. So I'll just cut them off some whatever when they need them. But yeah, that's that. So first I'm gonna do a few on the tray, and then I'm gonna put it in the freezer for a bit and let you see how it looks. So what I usually do, I don't really mix it yet. I pour my boric acid in the actual tray itself, because as I said, that's going to be the majority of the actual medicine. And I'm going to take this up to the camera so you can kind of see. Let me walk around. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. So you can see it in a tray. It's just the powder in the tray. And so what I'm going to do now is just pour coconut oil over that. Like that. And then I usually kind of mix it in a little. But you just want to make sure that you got a good amount of the boric acid there. Okay. Which has it has a lot here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put this in the freezer. And I'll be back. I'm going to put a bit of, I'm going to cover it with a piece of aluminum foil to keep it from getting exposed or getting contaminated. get my scissors. So I'm gonna show you all a completed. I'm gonna show you all one that's been frozen and how I usually open it. Okay, these are the capsules. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a melted one and one that is ready for use. One thing about the coconut oil, it melts very fast. So if you're in a shower and it's hot in there or heated and you have this sitting on the counter or the sink or whatever waiting for use, it's gonna melt. So by the time you try to open it and use it, it's already melted and it looks a mess. And you will never even get to, you know, see, okay, hold on. These things, my hands are a bit greasy. Okay, I got all that coconut oil on my finger. Okay, so this one is already, see how I've had them sitting up here? It's already beginning to melt. So when you get your suppository out, you shouldn't see, like, it looks a little rough at the top, like it's like you can see the actual, you see how it's melting? You can see the actual boric acid. It feels a little grainy. That's what it's gonna feel. It feels a little grainy. So right now it's melting, but it's still good to use. This is not, you could use it. It just feel weird. But the more secure was, I'm gonna put these back in the freezer. But when they are straight out the freezer and you pop it in, they are they don't feel as gritty going in. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know this part though. When you do insert it, you're going to insert it as far as you can with clean hands, clean finger, or if you would want to order you some, the little sticks that I forgot what they're called. Yeah, order some of those and it'll be easier to insert. Just a second, put these back in the freezer. So once the suppositories are inserted, you're gonna feel like almost immediate discharge. So what is gonna happen is your body temperature is going to melt the coconut oil, and it's gonna, the boric acid material is gonna leach onto your inner vagina. So it's gonna already, it quickly absorb into your vagina, but you're gonna have this discharge. Everything that went in, the coconut oil or whatever, is gonna come right back out. So like within like a few minutes or so, you're gonna put on, as soon as you insert your suppository, you're gonna need to put on a panty liner or pad, not a tampon, panty liner or pad in your panties to keep it from soiling, because it's gonna come right back out. It should do this within the first day. Everything should be already, when it came out, it's gonna come out. But if you're gonna use the suppositories more than one day, several days, 3 to 5 days, 3 to 7 days, whatever, you're gonna constantly wear the pad, because every time you insert it, you're gonna be looking for discharge. It's gonna start coming out, and you're gonna get that grainy feeling. Just know that's normal. You're gonna get a grainy feeling. You might have a slight sensation of burning. I've been told that, It hasn't happened to me. I do get the grainy feeling. It feels a little weird, like sandy. Um, but it works really well and it's worth it. You want an overall healthy cat vagina, then it's well worth it. But like I said, if you're allergic to nut products or things like that, then you wouldn't want to use the coconut oil. That's just a suggestion. You can use or do some research on different other oils that may go well with this. But otherwise, I do recommend the suppositories in the capsules. It's just the raw boric acid. You're going to insert the suppositories, and then once the capsules melt, then you'll get the active ingredient. But yeah, so again, the product that I use to make my healthy kitty is the boric acid, pharma grade. You will want to get some type of mold if you're not going to put it in the actual suppository capsules, or these capsules. If you just want the raw material, just for you to handle it for your use, you can get the suppository trays and just put it in the freezer, wrap it up in the freezer, whatever. Let me go check on these, matter of fact, before we're done. So yeah. So this is the active product, the boric acid and coconut oil, and the veggie capsules. Okay, and just like I said, it only took a few minutes for the coconut oil to actually freeze. So this is the actual, these are the suppositories that I just made with coconut oil. So you pop them out and you pop them in, and you talk about something that saves women so much money. This bag, I think, was $6 and something. Coconut oil, you can get, it won't cost you that much. But buying yeast infection products, or going to the GYN for a case of BV or trichomonias or whatever that's called, something, trick or something. You have 2 raw ingredients that you can use that would cure it and save you a lot of money. And the reason I am coming on here to, make this video to let women be aware is because it's something that we usually never really talk about. You rarely hear another woman going to a woman saying, I smell down there, or it's an off smell and I don't know why, or I don't know, what it's coming from. It's keep reoccurring. We try to figure these things out on our own, or we're back and forth to the doctor, try to figure out what's going on, embarrassed. But I just want to let you know, this right here, it will give you so much confidence in, your smell, your overall health. So if you're ready to be free, happy, and understand what goes on down there, you want to start off with, trying different things that work for others. Now, I'm not a registered nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not any of those things. I've worked for pharmaceutical for over 15 years. But however, I am not a nurse or doctor. But I have researched this product. I've researched boric acid. I went through plenty videos, spoke to plenty nurses and doctors, and that's what gave me confidence enough to use it. And I would say I wish I would have known about this product sooner, because like I said, being on different medications and diets and whatever, it causes some things sometimes, imbalancement. But knowing how to quickly um, detect and correct, it it works. And with all those expensive boxes down the lady aisle, no, no, sir. I'd rather continue doing this, and you know what I'm saying? This is what works for me, and I hope I was able to help out someone else, you know. So if you have this issue, recurring yeast infections, BV, or whatever it might be down there that's just not healthy, try this method, and I believe you'll love it. I do. So, um, that being said, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I have a lot more videos to come. Thank you all.